Reddit, what's the funniest thing that a random stranger said to you that made you die laughing inside? Watched a guy walking to class at my college years ago saying "get the duck out of my way" to a pigeon standing in his path. The pigeon quickly waddled off to the side. When I was around 10, my dad took my brother and me to a Sox game at Fenway. We get to the park and I was putting mustard on a hot dog from one of those mustard box push down nozzle things. This random guy next to me goes, "Yeah buddy. Lather that itch up." 10-year-old me thought it was about the funniest thing I'd ever heard. And I still chuckle when I think about it as an adult. Edit. Thanks for the great comments and gold silver everyone. I've been laughing about this all day. I was at a 50th wedding anniversary party and there were lots of elderly people in attendance. An old man was standing next to me and said, "It looks like a ducking graveyard in here." I literally spit my beer out. We were outdoors. The kicker was the guy was close to the same age as everyone else. I was working at Best Buy and had a customer that was 92. He asked the difference between two towers that were about $100 difference in price. I told him that for what he was going to use it for, he said email and Facebook, that they would both work fine. And that if anything the nicer one might last a bit longer. He said, "Lasts longer? Man, I'm 92. I don't even buy green bananas." Funniest thing I've ever heard. Years ago when queuing up for movie tickets with my family, the attendant asked the ages of our 4 kids to see if they could all get children price tickets. I announced their ages. 7, 9, 11 and 13. Without missing a beat, the stranger behind us declared, "That's an odd group. They'll even out next year." An old man on the street with a big jack-o'-lantern grin on his face and 2 chihuahuas under each arm loudly proclaiming to no one in particular, "I used to carry grenades. Now I carry dogs." I was at a gas station filling my truck with gas and overheard a guy yelling at his dog to move over in the car so his wife could get in. It went like this: "Man to dog, come on, get in the middle so mommy can get in." Dog starts yipping back at him as if she's arguing. "Man to dog, quit arguing me, I told you to get in the middle, you don't always get your way." Dog again yipping back at him. "Man to dog, if I have to tell you again you're not getting your jerky," holds up a stick of beef jerky. Dog yipping while reluctantly moving to the middle. "Man to dog, okay, promise no more arguing me and you'll be a good girl." Dog yipping again. "Man to dog, okay, seal it with a kiss." Dog gives man kiss. It had me dying. Edit. Hot damn, this post blew the F up. Thank you random citizens for my first silvers and first gold, you guys are awesome. Also, to clear a few things up, the dog was a Brittany Spaniel, which is a medium-sized dog, and they were in a single cab pickup. Also, it was in Maine, and if it was any of your parents or so's, you guys rock and still make me laugh about it to this day. Glad I could brighten everyone's day. Okay. The laughter was not entirely inside. But years ago on the subway in NY, a crazy dude walks on the train and screams at everyone, "You're all going to hell," and then steps off as the doors close. Total silence as the weirdness of the moment settles in. Then, without missing a beat, guy across from me goes, I thought this train was going to Harlem." Entire subway car of cynical New Yorkers bursts out laughing. The college I attend frequently has local elementary and middle school kids on tours, especially on Fridays. One particular Friday I was in line for the cafeteria when a group of kids came walking by with a tour guide. One kinda chubby little dude looked a bit uncomfortable. He was biting his lip a little and sweating. This part of the tour is usually when they have a bathroom break. And clearly Buddy needed to go. At this point I should note that the bathrooms are visible from where we're standing. But the tour guide, a fellow student of mine, didn't seem to notice. She just kept going on and on, talking about the history of the building. I watched this kid go from nervous to deeply anxious to visibly clenching over a span of about 3 minutes. He's staring at the stick figure dude on the men's bathroom sign as if it was the risen Christ. Mrs. Tour guide takes a break in her spiel. I figure she's done. The next words out of her mouth will be ones to free this boy from the purgatory that is having to use the bathroom on a school trip. It'll be over. He'll be free. What followed, instead, was this. So in 1995, a professor named ABC Kalamazoo, "Move lady, I'm gonna rip my ass." He ran past her to the bathroom and presumably destroyed it. Poor guy. Had the entire line in tears with laughter though. Edit. I'm not from Kalamazoo. And Professor Albert Bar Cornelius Kalamazoo isn't real. Sorry to crush Wyall's dreams. But he does live. Through all of our hearts. Also thanks for all the gold or whatever. It feels weird to get such attention, however fleeting, for just wanting some chicken tenders and witnessing a kid almost poop himself. Little girl to me after I explain my service dog helps me when I'm sick. Oh. So he's your dog tour. Me. Trying to keep a straight face. Yes. Exactly. May of 2000. Passing through Norwood, Louisiana with a friend. At around 2 in the afternoon we stopped to gas up, grab some snacks at the most podunk gas station known to man. A young man, extremely agitated, comes in with frustrated gestures and angrily shouts gestures at the cashier with an accent that is beyond region. Beyond stereotyping. Beyond anything I have heard before. Where da goddamned Wally Melians at the top of lungs. Approaching hysteria and tears. I must have been about 10 or 11. I sat down on a bench next to an old guy to sort my shoe out. I took my shoe off and he just turns to me and says, "Are they golfing socks?" I look at him with a completely blank look on my face thinking WTF. As I looked away he just said, "There's a hole in one."